Hey guys, and welcome after quite a while to episode 14 of Semajical's collections. Now, this is going to be something of a redo of a previous episode because I never really showed you the shelf behind me collection properly. Nor did I show you properly the books I've collected. But we'll get to those in another video. Right now, it's time for these shelves again. So here we go. So we start at the top. Well, duh. So, I can show you these as I intended to. We have Sabrina seasons 1 to 3. Seasons 4 to 7 are on another shelf. Top Cat Begins. Archer season 1. And season 2. Chronicle. Disney's Beauty and the Beast, 1991 version, the animated one. I neglected to show you Into the Woods, also by Disney. On to Dragon Ball now. We have season 1, which is actually the Emperor Pilaf saga, along with the first tournament arc. Season 2 which actually features another 29 episodes, not another 28. It's a misprint on the back. And this covers the Red Ribbon Army saga. And the General Blue saga. Yeah, they should really say what sagas these cover up to. Like season 3. That's episodes 58 to 83. Yes, another 26 episodes. And they continue the Red Ribbon Army stuff in this. But there's also the Tien Shinhan saga included. Season 4, which is the most episodes for the series in one collection. Here we have 39 episodes across 6 discs. And the Tien Shinhan and King Piccolo sagas. Should really print that across the top. It's episodes 84 to 122. Then the final 31 episodes are in season 5. And it's the King Piccolo saga. Episodes 123 to 153. Dragon Ball Z. Now, this is the first 39 episodes. This is season 1, which includes the complete Vegeta saga. Also the beginning of the Namek saga. Because the Vegeta saga actually ends in episode 35, just to clear that up for you. So... Season 2, which is 35 more episodes, and this covers the Namek and Captain Ginyu sagas. And it's episodes 40 to 74. Season 3 gives us episodes 75 to 107. And it also gives us the complete Frieza saga over these 33 episodes. Season 4. 32 episodes. That's covering episodes 108 to 139. And includes the Garlic Jr., Trunks, and Android sagas. Oh, yes, baby. Season 5. We're down to 26 episodes here for this one. It's episodes 140 to 165. And it has the complete Imperfect and Perfect Cell sagas. So each saga, you would assume, would be 13 episodes long. Season 6. 29 episodes. That's episodes 166 to 194, including the Cell Game saga. And that runs through the entire season. Season 7, with 25 episodes, covering episodes 195 to 219, 195 to 219, and includes the Great Saiyaman and World Tournament sagas. Season 8, with 34 episodes, that's episodes 220 to 253, includes the Babidi and Majin Buu sagas. Season 9, the last 38 episodes of the series, that's 254 to 291, by the way, and includes the exciting conclusion to Dragon Ball Z, the complete Fusion and Kid Buu sagas. The Dragon Ball Z Movie 1 to 13 plus TV specials collection on 7 discs, digitally remastered. The movies we have in here are the movies, obviously, Dead Zone, The World's Strongest, The Tree of Might, Lord Slug, Cooler's Revenge, The Return of Cooler, Super Android 13, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, BoJack Unbound, Broly Second Coming, Bio Broly, Fusion Reborn, Wrath of the Dragon, and the 2 specials are Bardock, the Father of Goku, and The History of Trunks. These movies are a must-have for your collection if you're fans. Battle of Gods. This is movie number 15. Sorry. This is movie number 14 of Dragon Ball Z, by the way. And Resurrection F. Okay, now we're on to Dragon Ball Super now, guys. And I'll just tell you now, these are separate volumes. So part 1 is episodes 1 to 13. And if you're interested in knowing what those episodes are, well, go and look them up. I'm not going to read them out of the DVD case. Did you seriously think I was going to do that? Part 2 is episodes 14 to 26. Now, I forgot to mention that in that begins the Battle of Gods arc, as I'm going to call it. And this one begins the Resurrection F arc. Jeez, I've got a potty mouth, haven't I? Part 3 is episodes 27 to 39. And this is when the series starts going off in its own direction. So, yeah. With Universe versus Universe in a brand new tournament. I forgot to mention Pan is actually introduced to us in the second story arc of Dragon Ball Super. Anyway. Part 4 is episodes 40 to 52. And here we actually get a new Future Trunks arc. Okay. Which is why Future Trunks is featured on the cover. Part 5 is episodes 53 to 65. And it continues the arc we are introduced to in part 4. And we're introduced to the Goku Black. Carries on into its own story. Part 6 covers episodes 66 to 78. And yes, this is where we start gearing towards the epic finale. Part 7 is episodes 79 to 91, with Gohan featured on the front. And this is actually where things start to get set in stone for the epic battle at the end. Because we're heading that way. Part 8, episodes 92 to 104. And the Tournament of Power officially begins in this part of the series. Part 9. That's episodes 105 to 117, and as the Tournament of Power rages on, the second universe's warriors of love are out for blood. Okay. And finally, for the episodes, we have part 10, which breaks the 13 episode mold and goes for the last 14 episodes. That's episodes 118 to 131, and it marks the end of Dragon Ball Super. As a TV series, because then we have 2 Dragon Ball Super movies here. We have Broly and one as yet to be seen, Superhero, the latest installment in the saga. Now, guys, if you saw my canon or not canon episode on Dragon Ball, you'll know that I count everything behind me here, apart from the movies and specials, as canon. But where does Dragon Ball Super fit in? Where does that slot in? Well, it fits in between the middle and end of Dragon Ball Z. Specifically the Buu sagas. So yeah. On to the next shelf now. Most of this is Thomas stuff. Here we go. So let's start with a miscellaneous collection here. This is Thomas's Christmas Carol, which is just a collection of Christmas-themed Thomas episodes. Diesel's Ghostly Christmas, Snow Place Like Home, Cranky Christmas, The Beast of Sodor, Letters to Santa, The Rail Car and the Coaches, and Donald and Douglas. With the only episode on here to be a version of the Christmas Carol story being Diesel's Ghostly Christmas. Now into the TV series itself. We have Series 1 in its original cover. And obviously you know what episodes cover Series 1, right? For those of you fans who are the classic purists only. Series 2 Series 3 Series 4 Series 5 Thomas and the Tragic Fail Road. Well, it's Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Thanks to Jeffrey Kitch for the Tragic Railroad joke, but yeah, you know. Series 6. Series 7, which is actually the end of the classic era of the show. Well, for those of us who actually consider it that. Series 8, the start of the new era, before CGI. Calling All Engines. Series 9. Series 10. Series 11. The Great Discovery. Now this was their first attempt at using CGI on the models' faces. And Pierce Brosnan narrates the story. No, I'm not joking. He really does. Series 12. The last series to use the models before the permanent switch over to CGI. Pardon me. Hero of the Rails, the first completely CGI movie. It introduces us to Hero for the first time. Series 13. The first season made completely in CGI, starting the CGI era. Misty Island Rescue. Day of the Diesels. Series 14. Series 15. Blue Mountain Mystery. Series 16. King of the Railway. Series 17. Tale of the Brave. Series 18. The Adventure Begins. Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. The Great Race. Journey Beyond Sodor. Series 19. Series 20. Big World, Big Adventures. Animal Adventures, which is just a selection of episodes from the Big World, Big Adventures TV series. The episodes are Thomas's Animal Friends, Thomas's Fuzzy Friend, The Great Little Railway Show, Nia and the Unfriendly Elephant, Thomas's Not So Lucky Day, Young Boo and the Tiger, Young Boo, Gordon and Rebecca Coming Through, Cleo the Road Engine, and Emily's Best Friend. And for the Thomas DVDs for now, we have Digs and Discoveries, which is a selection of season 23 episodes. Well, actually, it's like a few episodes merged into one to make a movie, and then we have 3 bonus episodes. 3 bonus episodes. Yeah. Right. Okay. Mr. Men next. We have the original classic Mr. Men TV series from the 70s, narrated by Arthur Lowe of Dad's Army fame. 28 episodes here, adapted from the stories of Roger Hargreaves. And I'm not going to go through the list of episodes, you'll have to do that for yourselves. And then we have the Little Miss series. Oh, yes, 13 episodes here, narrated by Pauline Collins and John Alderton. And then we have the Mr. Men and Little Miss Volume 2 collection, which, although it states there are 52 episodes in this collection, I actually hate to pull your strings or burst your bubble on this one, because the 13 episodes that are extra to the collection are just a repeat of the Little Miss series from the 80s. So it's 39 new stories. Dumb and Dumber 2. And we end this shelf with the Shrek films. So here we go. Shrek. Shrek 2. Shrek the Third. Well, Shrek the Third really, but you know, not a good third installment. Shrek Forever After, as yet to be seen. Okay, guys. Now, just because I like you so much, don't take that the wrong way. I'm gonna cover the third shelf down as well. Ready for this? Because on the start of this shelf, we have Everybody Loves Raymond Season 1. Season 2. Season 3. Season 4. Season 5. Back to some Jim Carrey humour, Dumb and Dumber. I know what you're thinking. Why isn't it on the same shelf as the second film? Bruce Almighty. The Cable Guy. The Truman Show. Ace Ventura Pet Detective, when nature calls us at the top of the second unit along. Finley the fire engine, that's the sound of his siren. Finley the fire. Okay. No, sorry, this is Fun with Dick and Jane and Liar Liar. My bad. Okay, that's a bit of comedy in there. I actually forgot what this was. So, breaking away now from Jim Carrey into Home Alone, we have Home Alone. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Why didn't they just call it Lost in New York? They're not at home. Okay. Home Alone 3. And Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House, even though the subtitle is not listed here. Okay, let's get a bit of British comedy in there with these next three collections. It's the Carry On collection. We have Volume 1, which contains the first 12 films in the series, and for those from outside the UK who may want to know what these films are, don't worry, I've got you covered. The 12 films in this collection are Carry On Sergeant, Carry On Nurse, Carry On Teacher, Carry On Constable, Carry On Regardless, Carry On Cruising, Carry On Cabby, Carry On Jack, Carry On Spying, Carry On Cleo, Carry On Cowboy, and Carry On Screaming. Now, what the series of films actually is just a series of off-the-wall and very bombastic comedy films made here in the UK, as I said before I took this one off the shelf. With Kenneth Williams actually being a mainstay of most of the films. Volume 2, which covers the next 12 films in the series, and those are Carry On Don't Lose Your Head, Carry On Follow That Camel, Carry On Doctor, Carry On Up the Khyber, Carry On Again Doctor, Carry On Camping, Carry On Up the Jungle, Carry On Lovin', Carry On Henry, Carry On At Your Convenience, Carry On Matron, and Carry On Abroad. And as an extra, this set also contains the first 10 episodes of the TV series Carry On Laughing. And Volume 3, which contains the remaining 6 films of the saga of the collection. Carry On Girls, Carry On Dick, Carry On Behind, Carry On England, That's Carry On, which is a clip show film, and Carry On Emmanuel. And as a bonus feature, we have the last 3 episodes of Carry On Laughing, plus a whole bunch of others. And then to complete the collection with the original cast, I have here Carry On Christmas, which is just a collection of Christmas specials they did. Disney's The Santa Claus, I should have the other two here somewhere. Yes, I do. Back to, no, we've got Only Fools and Horses next. We have the whole series. We've got Series 1. Series 2. Series 3. Series 4. Series 5. Series 6. And Series 7. I have none of the specials, I'm afraid. We're back to Everybody Loves Raymond now. For the last 4 seasons in that series, we have Season 6, Season 7, Season 8, and the final season for that show was Season 9. Then we have Jason X. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Something I worked on at Staunton Country Park. Oh God, about 8 years ago now, I think this was. Adventures in Victorian Gardens and Glass Houses. And we can see where you can see where we drew the inspiration from. Whew. I did this at a place called Staunton Country Park, which is in the not so rough area of Lee Park, here in the UK. The Devil's Rock. The Wicker Man. Now, just to be clear, this is not the 1973 version, it's the 2006 version with Nicolas Cage. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 5th edition DVD game. The Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. Neverland. Now this was done by, it says 20th Century Fox here, but it was actually done by Sky Movies, along with 20th Century Fox, as a prequel to Peter Pan. My Little Pony, The Legend of Everfree. It's the Equestria Girls spin-off brand. Into the main series now, we have Season 6 of My Little Pony. The other seasons are on the shelf below. And Season 7's on that shelving unit there. So, next up we have the Harry Enfield collection. Now this is the Harry Enfield TV programme, Harry Enfield and Chums, and the Christmas special. Now, this is an unofficial DVD. I got it from a website which has since closed its doors. So, I can't plug them, I'm afraid. Top Cat, the most effectual Top Cat, whose intellectual close friends call him TC, the complete series. Yep, there you go. You know what I'm like now, come on. That's all 30 episodes there. Westworld Season 2, The Door. I do have the other 3 seasons. You know where one of them is already, because I've shown you. I'll show you another one. And we end the show with the Mr. Bean collection. And just to be clear of what that is, it's the original series. The 2 movies, Mr. Bean's Holiday and Bean the Ultimate Disaster Movie. And the animated series. Yes, this is real. I'm holding it in my hand. So, okay, guys. Have you had enough of me yet? Or do you want to see more? Okay. You want to see more? Are you sure? Your wish is my command. On to the 4th shelf down then. We have the MCU Phase 3 Part 2, which features the films Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think you know which films are featured here. The Police Academy collection. This is all 7 films. I've since moved them out of their outer box. So we have 1 and 2. Three and 4. Five and 6. And in its own case, number 7. I've only seen 1 of those so far. Westworld Season 1, The Maze. Friday the 13th, 1 to 8, plus Freddy vs. Jason. Chinese bootleg. Shh, don't tell the police. A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is just the 7 films of Freddy Krueger. The Pink Panther collection. Now this is just the Pink Panther movies. It's not all of them though, mind. As you can see on the front here, the movies it does contain are The Pink Panther, A Shot in the Dark, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, Revenge of the Pink Panther. I had the Return of Pink Panther yeah, near the end of the top shelf of the 2nd unit. Trail of the Pink Panther, and, well, 3 hours of bonus features. Again, I've only seen 1 of these films so far. And then Phase 3 of Marvel Part 1. Again, you should know which films this comes with if you're fans and you've seen them all, so... MCU Phase 2. Another 6 films for the collection here. From Iron Man 3 to Ant-Man. And then we have the Illumination 10 movie collection. Now this is just the first 10 movies that the studio have put out, covering from Despicable Me up to The Grinch. And again, I've only watched 2 of them so far. This was a part of the Pink Panther collection. It is the original 124 cartoon collection. I've not watched any of them yet. Now, I need to resort some of these, but not yet. So here we have the Marvel Phase 1 collection, which is now missing its outer sleeve. I had no idea that had gone walkies, but it covers the first 6 films in the saga, Iron Man to Avengers. Now, on to the rest of the My Little Pony stuff, almost. We have the complete TV series of My Little Pony and Friends from the 80s. That's 65 episodes. My Little Pony Tales from 1992. Now, it says 26 adventures, but it's actually 13 episodes that are split into 2 11-minute segments each. And then to round that off, we have the classic movie collection, which includes Princess Promenade, Dancing in the Clouds, The Runaway Rainbow, and Friends Are Never Far Away. That's so, is it? Now, onto Friendship is Magic. Then we have here the complete season 1. This is the Region 2 copy, the Region 2 version. Now, you might be wondering why I've got these in 2 separate versions, but I have. But we have Season 2 of Friendship is Magic, Region 2, and I've got the Region 1 copy as well. Yeah, okay. You might be wondering why that is. I should justify. I bought Season 2 because I bought the Region 1 copy because it's hard to explain. I'll just have it, okay? Season 3. Then we have Equestria Girls. And a double pack featuring the second and third films, Rainbow Rocks and the Friendship Games. Now, I've already shown you The Legend of Everfree because it was on the shelf above. So, now season 4. It comes in 4 separate volumes. So here we have Volume 1, Princess Twilight Sparkle. Which features the episodes Princess Twilight Sparkle Part 1 and 2, Castle Mania, Daring Don't, Flight to the Finish, Power Ponies and Bats. Volume 2, Pinky Apple Pie, which contains the episodes Rarity Takes Manhattan, Pinky Apple Pie, Rainbow Falls, Freeze a Crowd, Pinky Pride and Simple Ways. Volume 3, It Ain't Easy Being Breezies, featuring the episodes Philly Vanilli, Twilight Time, It Ain't Easy Being Breezies, Some Pony to Watch Over Me, Maud Pie, For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls. Now these are part of a complete season collection, I just need to point that out. And Volume 4, Equestria Games, containing the episodes Leap of Faith, Testing 1 2 3, Trade Ya, Inspiration Manifestation, Equestria Games, and the 2-part finale, Twilight Kingdom. And then we have Season 5. I've shown you Season 6 already. It's on the shelf above. Okay. And Season 7's on that unit right next to it. So I've shown you that already. So now to end this shelf, we have Beauty and the Beast. Not that one, but the live action version Disney released in 2017. And ending this shelf, we have West Side Story, the 1961 version. And that's it for this episode, guys. We'll get on to the next shelves next time. So this was more of a redo plus a move on. Until next time, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a Semajical time.